Broadcast live.
Stogie T presents Verse of the Year 2016. Da, 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 da. This when they have all the explosions and the. So I have some honorable mentions. First, let me just say it was kind of hard this year, man. It was kind of hard this year. I think that there were a lot of new artists and established artists, people that you expect to hear like your bars from, but kind of like felt like they were taking a hiatus, you know. But yeah, so I got some honorable mentions. I got Books on a song called Stripes on Solo's album. You know, Books is a producer. He's probably the best rapping producer in South Africa, I think. Because he's known as a producer, but when he raps, I think no other producer can do that better than him, you know. Kool My Babo from Questa's album, right? Really strong verse. Kind of more of the same from Kool, you know what I mean? Like signature flow, same, you know, too long to me, so that's why it's kind of an honorable mention. KO Dandada verse 2. I thought, you know, he did some interesting things on there. Signature, again, KO vibes, but we want more. Okay, this is a little touchy, but Cassper Nyovest, same chair as Kanye. Now, this is probably Cassper's finest lyrical moment. We were all blown away by what he did, especially on the show itself, you know, it's Sway. But it's still kind of like, it was, you know, there's still some limits there, but he's on my list further down. So, and of course Shane Eagle. I like Shane Eagle's cutting corner joint. This is, you know, very kind of emotional. You know, he's not trying to be lava man. He's not trying to outbar dudes. He's just kind of talking from his heart, and I think he set himself apart, and I really like that. And of course, Big Star Johnson, Now or Never remix. I think he does a lot there. You know, a rapper being a rapper. But I do feel like he kind of, like, towards the end, you couldn't hear what he was saying, so that's why it's an honorable mention. All right, so number 10, Rouge, Now or Never La Femme remix.
This ain't about right and wrong, this ain't about my gender. Call out the sisters, call out the niggas, I'm swinging like I ain't Bruce Jenner. The people I've chosen, the second time I have been called to the remix. Y'all thought real rap was dead, watch her rise up like a phoenix.
You know, that verse could stand up against even the original song and even the remix with all the dudes. I think she done a thing on there, you know, so many flows, switching up. You know, I think if there was any criticism, it would be just like the content, you know. And I was just like, oh, okay, it's kind of like, you know, regular, but the way she did it, amazing. Number 9, OK Malum Kool Don Dada.
Then me set with the brute, mix it in the flute, banging like a cool, bowling like a group.
I mean, who wasn't happy to just hear Kool rap again, you know what I mean? Like, after everything the homie's been through, it was just nice to kind of hear him come and spaz, you know, sipping on the shampoo, you know what I mean? Like, and again, man, you know, it would have been high on my list, but I just feel like it's Kool being Kool, you know what I mean? But you know, it's probably the most innovative flow we've seen in SA for the last 5 years, you know what I mean? Crazy. Number 8, Ginger Trill, Gingerbread Man. I think Ginger Trill will always be on a Verse of the Year list because he's the one MC on this list I feel like really takes special care with his lines. You know, I can actually see him reading the stuff back to himself like, yo, God, you know? So yeah, number 8 is Ginger Trill for David Gennaro, by the way.
I've been dying to use this line, just got my excuse, so here it go. I'm trying to give some girl on Globo a baby, I'm feeling like David Gennaro. Mafia music for Fuego, soundtrack to this movie like life.
Number 7, Super Mega Live Long, verse 2 on DreamWorks.
Last 5 years ain't shit without me. Most consistent, I go the distance. Lately though, I don't pose for pictures. I just hope that I'm home for Christmas. Pole position, road to riches.
I think, you know, last 5 years ain't shit without me. Like signature flow, like if anyone tried to rap like that thing that he does, we'll all be like, hey, you know what I mean? So really great cadence. I mean, talking your shit, you know what I mean? Like it's rap twittering, you know what I mean? Bless. Number 7 was Keenan. Number 6, I put Reason, on Mercy.
I told him I'm Gotti, they questioned it. Hey. I told him I got it, no stress in it. Hey. No 20 Montana, I'm holding my gun up, I loaded it and I just flex with it.
I mean, look, Reason can do a lot, when he puts his, when he's up to it. I think he beasted on the song, the way he just starts that. He's almost genius in the way that he's able to find space in the beat and new flows, So I have Reason 6, although he would have been higher if it wasn't for that goddamn stupid line, I can like a tuna fish.
Homie, I can like a tuna fish.
I was like, anyway, but number 6, my dude Reese. Number 5, like this one threw me for a loop, man. Was Envy, then a boom.
Been top 5 for a minute, homies forget, cause they be like, I know he's timid, only to get a beast, a barbarian who's from the east, known to paint a rhyme so it's vivid. I'm from an era where bars matter, no matter from what rapper. Forget the cut and chase. See those without bars and no starting base, dick ride me so much that I ran out of parking space.
I'll repeat it out Envy, like he just done his thing, bro. He spat his ass off, he was in like the pen, he did so many things, like the flow was curving left, curving right, and it just reminded me of a time when it just reminds me that it's important, to still have a sharp pen, because Envy has done a lot of like party songs with Kid X, and and not all of them have been like mega hits, but when he does stuff like this, it just sets you apart, and people go, yeah, no, there's an MC. So I'm glad, he did that, and he made my list, number 5. My number 4 is Kool Chana, Yippee-Ki-Yay.
Pull up in my new driveway. Yo, the wing in a gushasha with personalized place. Push up on the personified, my Jita mind hate. The throne is mine, and where you headed the game. Leave him with her, I just ate a hop of pie face.
Stepping on the bright place and the style lace. So, that's the Keenan flow I was talking about. That's like a Keenan flow, like an AKA flow. And even Reason on the song did that flow, like and Kool came and just did his thing, bro. He did that Mutwako originator, you know what I mean? Like just amazing flow, bro. Like incredible cadence and just talking his shit as well. He made my, number 4, untraceable flow, that dude. Now, this one's a little controversial. My number 3 on my list of verse of the year for 2016 is Cassper Nyovest, Good.
My niggas used to play when I touched jump. I got a kill and I got 50 take a pop suck. Get it for the come big bella kachman. Like black of eyes, what's what? Will fika. Camilla material movie my hipa. Are 60, see already in car. Bajilo, Maramonara Rafika, boss Rafika.
Now when you talk about verse of the year, people always think, flows, you gotta rap fast, you gotta it's gotta be complicated, man. But what this guy did here is unfuckwittable. Like to me, it's just like, I've always said that he's unfuckwittable when he spits in vernac. And no, I can't imagine any other MC in the world that could have done what he done on that song. It comes from that place, you know what I mean, that he's from. It's like, it's incredibly unique, man. It's incredibly unique. And also, it is the fucking biggest verse, you know what I mean? Like in the country, bro. Like everyone knows that verse, you know what I mean? Everyone knows that it's relatable. It's a uniquely South African experience. And I know I'm talking a lot on this point because a lot of people are going to be like, what? Ngutu? You know what I mean? Only punchline one, you know, when that shit come on, so shout out to Cassper, number 3. Number 2, Nasty C, Juice Bag Remix.
All my enemies are amateurs. My role model broke his character. And all my exes wrote me letters, bro. And I was chilling with Scoop the other day. If you knew what he had to say about you wouldn't be rapping, bro. DeVito gon' have to take this back to Niger. Don't have to tell you why your favorite rappers out of I keep the weed stashed in a different kind of luggage. And tell my guy to tip the pilot for me. I got the juice.
And I know a lot has happened, and you guys probably think that's from 2015. No, that's from 2016. He beasted on that, man. The kid's a class act. The kid's amazing. He reminds me of Nas when we first heard him. Just kind of like changed, you know, a lot of things about how people approach their pens. You know, I mean, I know Davido and, you know, Cassper are not like what people would consider like lyricists, so he was always gonna have, I suppose, an upper hand on that song. But he felt so good on that song, man. You know what I mean? And just because it's his song as well, and he brought a different dimension to it. You know, kind of reminded me of what Reason did on the No Sleep and then the No Sleep remix. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my number 2. Nasty C, Juice Back remix. God bless you. My number 1 verse for verse of the year would have to go to Proverb Now or Never remix.
It's a little bit like the Oscar trial, cause lots have tried to figure out how hip-hop has died, then lost its vibe, it got ostracized. The minute that summer you shot inside, I'm heavy nail, you Perry Rule. We standing across on opposite sides, you know very well I carry the truth. A lot of your rappers are compromised, your songs are lies. You need some stronger guys to put it back on the rise. Because of you, hip-hop's dead, now you need to be gone for life. Here's evidence that the veterans are much better than all these gentlemen. You couldn't even catch phrase, so this track's made to send us them. The life behind bars, you need some life behind your bars, because you're full of it. Hit the electric chair, DJ, pull a switch.
Very few people can do what he did on that song. I think that you know, the flow, the way he lined everything up, the how he compared the stuff, you know, hip hop and like, you know, to the Oscar trial, and just the way he balanced everything, man. That's what Proverb does. That's really what he does. Proverb can compare your heartbreak to a light bulb for 3 minutes and do that. You know what I mean? And that's really, he's a master at that. And it's hard to argue with that, with what he done there. I must say though, you know, I mean, look, shout out to DJ Switch, because a lot of the verses on here come from that Now or Never, either the remix, the female remix that he done with Miss Cosmo, or just the original. So shout out to the homie, and yo, big up. That's Stogie T's verse of the year for 2016. Bless.